Don't do that. Hex. Yo, what's up? It's Monday. Oh, do I want this Maze of It in my main deck, actually? Huh. Not quite lands, Mike. I call this not quite lands. It has humans in it. It has a lot of humans in it. There are a lot of lands in the deck, though. So, you know, there is that. I'm not sure I would call this really that aggressive, but I understand it's the used name by most people. So, does anything look wrong about this deck? Martin Juzo was playing a tracker in the board, so I'm going to play that. He didn't have the Tabernacle or these, I think, but I think those are pretty good. Should have a Living Wish. I'm not sure that's the case. Like, there's a real cost to playing Wishes in your deck, which is not getting a lot of sideboard space. But I think I'm gonna run this as is right now. Yeah, let's just do that. Retrieving leaderboard information. No trophies here, boys and gals. Alright, let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. Hates Control, I've not seen it. If you want to link it, I'll look at it. But I've seen burning Omnitel decks before. Not for a while, but a long time ago. For color Loam, the Legend Miracles of Lands. Not quite, but alright, opponent, come on, join the queue. Come on, join the queue. Please. Join the queue. Yes. Alright, we're playing against Fling 5133. I hope that means they don't have Fling in their hand. This hand is great. I'm going to Mox, probably pitch Maze and play Kafta on turn 1. Opponent has more to 6. It's a good sign. Yeah, we're loaming. This is basically a Jund deck. Don't love that, but it's fine. I'm still gonna pitch Maze. Played the black source. Oh, black-white source. I guess it doesn't really matter which one we do. But Hopefully we don't get like turbo Eldrazi'd by something big. Like even Oblivion Sower would be kind of problematic, I think. This is a very weird burning Omnitil deck. Right, Dynamo. Oh boy, we might get Ulamog next turn. Alright, we need something good. Wasteland? Ooh, Maelstrom Pulse would be sick, but that's not in my deck. Maelstrom Pulse would kill both of the monoliths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So options are decay one of these or play Knight of the Reliquary. Should I Knight? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I decay one of them. Probably supposed to decay one of them. Yeah, I can Green Sun for 0 as well. It's not terribly exciting, but... Yeah, I think it's... The reason I think it's actually decay is to keep them off of, like... I don't have Green Sun in my main deck, I believe. I can check, but I don't believe I have Green Sun in my main deck. Or, Reclamation Stage in my main deck. Yeah, I don't. I mean, that doesn't really protect me from Ulamog, because the problem is I don't have a way to kill it right now. So that's 8 mana. Maybe it's just Sundering Titan. That'd be actually okay for me. Oh, that's bad too. That's very bad. Oh boy. Vindicate? Alright, so what's my out? I have a Vindicate in my main deck, I think. So... Dang, if I was just on the play this game, I would have steamrolled them, I think. But now I think I'm just going to lose instead. Waste Encoder. Then they have to -3. Then I can draw a Punching Fire? Yeah, that has to be the line. So I have to draw a Punching Fire for the Ugin next turn. That's assuming nothing bad happens to me as well. We'd be winning if we were playing actual lands. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't think this is actually a terribly good matchup. Well, there goes the Punching Fire plan. That's actually kind of good. So, yeah. Actually, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. This will probably search for Badlands. Or Dryad Arbor is exiled. I just have to hope they draw not good cards. Okay, 3 to me. That's fine. Yeah, this is fine. Urborg. Now, can I fetch Taiga instead of Badlands? Probably. Yeah, because of the Urborg, I'm going to fetch Taiga. So I want to draw Decay so I can start loaming back Wastelands, I think is the answer. Yes, we were positive all the time. I just always believe the best thing possible is going to happen. That's... That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it sort of beats Delver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I waste the temple, it's probably good. Yeah, I'm gonna waste the temple. Yeah, kill their stuff. Exactly, White Faces. White Faces gets it. Conveniently, this leaves them on 8 instead of 10. Yeah, everyone does say their deck beats Delver. I think this deck, sometimes it beats Delver. I mean, it's really hard to claim that anything crushes Delver, for what it's worth. It really just is a hard sell. Chalice is on 0, so that only shuts off Mox Diamond. Now I have a 2-turn clock with Knight of the Reliquary. Nah, not dredging. Yeah, whatever. Fight them. I don't think there's any reason to waste them again. This is just putting them on 2-turn clock is way better than trying to wasteland them again. Woo! Yes, Knight is an insane card. Alright. Do I want Galactique? Third time I didn't know Cube was up. And my deck is not well suited for this matchup. I probably want these though. I don't think Teague is great versus them. I also don't think Maze of Ith is good versus them, actually. So... Oh, Teague for all stuff? Yeah, that's a good point. Does Scavenging Ooze actually do anything? Probably not. I'm gonna take out... Teague shuts off my chalices, which are also not great. Man, I really just don't have... I should bring in a Johnny Vengeant, though. These chalices are also not good. In which case... Yeah. This makes sense. What else do I want to cut, actually, is the real question. I could cut Cabal Pit, actually. I think Cabal Pit might be worse than Punching Fire. I actually have never really understood why this card is in the deck, but that's a completely different story. Maybe I need the Black Mana Source, though. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16. I need... I don't think I can cut the black source. Oh, Sanctum Prelate, that makes sense. I'm going to cut a Punching Fire then. I think that's fine. Yeah, D&D. Well, Danny, I heard you have multiple teams you're rooting for in Vintage. Yeah, Cabal Pit is the pits. Ooh, do I keep? Probably keep. I'm not afraid of TKS. It's like, whatever. Let's go just play land still. No, they get an increased clock time in Vintage Super League VED. So it's actually harder to time someone out, for what it's worth. TG to do well at Vintage? Jeez, that is brutal. That is really... Everyone's a hater. Also, opponent's taking a while, but this hand is fantastic. You can't mulligan this hand. The question is, I probably should play Mox to play around Chalice. Oh yeah, I don't know. I think in a format, in that specific team, vintage Super League format, land still may be okay because you can target it to defeat certain decks. Yeah, Chalice and 3 ball. Also, opponent has... Okay, that was actually a good draw. Discard. Probably Heath. I'm actually going to main phase cycle to see what I draw. Well, that's not what I wanted to draw, but the reason to main phase cycle is if I draw another Mox, I want to play it. Okay. Does land still beat anything? I'm not sure. Mono Red Prison has a 6 deck. I mean, Mikey, you've said crazier things in your life. I'm going to get Savannah and play Badlands because then I have all of my colors. I'm actually going to play Liliana this turn and discard the other Liliana. Just to try to tighten the noose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they could Ugin next turn. But, I mean, what am I going to do about it? I'm going to attempt Liliana to a Johnny. Helm of Obedience. Presumably they have Leyline of the Void in their deck. Okay, I don't really care. I'm just going to -2 to get to draw a card. It's possible I should have saved the fetch for Tracker. That is true. Alright, get that out of there. So now, obviously I play Tracker first. And make some clues. Let's clue in. Cluing in. Okay, 1, 2. I guess they could have... Alright, that I don't really care about. They do get that, but whatever. This Tracker... Ooh, that's a good draw too. So the options are crack clue. The question is, do I want to plus the Liliana or minus? I think the answer is probably minus, but I should actually crack the clue first. Because if I draw a plow, I would rather just plow the thought nuts here. Okay, nah, I should just minus, I think. I'm going to just minus, see what I draw. That's pretty okay. Actually, so 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to decay the monolith. I think doing anything else is pretty maniacal. So this is a pretty fast clock, and I can add a Confidant. Plus I have Ghost Quarter. Yep, pretty quick win. I'm not even sure if that matchup's good or bad. Quashinio, you want to play a big modern tournament soon, but can't test a lot. I don't know. I think humans, Red, Green, Eldrazi, Burn are all pretty good, and maybe it's easier to get to like 70% of optimality on those. The last 30% is usually the hard part for most decks. Basically, kind of a deck that can have an insane nut draw if your opponent stumbles is probably where you want to go. And even still, like, humans 13-0'd the Moto PTQ. Like, literal 13-0. Which is insane. Like, it was obviously a Pro Tour... An actual Pro Tour champion had to play that PTQ. But the Pro Tour champion did 13-0 the Moto PTQ, which is absurd. Yes, that's intentional, Max Torsion. That's intentional. By the way, appreciate all 56 of you hanging out tonight. Ironworks is good, but I don't think it's an easy deck to pick it up. Antonio de Moral Leon, aka Charlie on Magic Online at Dokomoy. I saw the screenshot. It literally said 13-0. No, it was not Tommy Ashton. I think Tommy's already qualified for that one, so. Um, Probably unhappily keep, but this is not insane. Like, the question is, what land do you get with this? Like, the forest is actually screwing us. Probably keep, but it's really not great. I mean, like, honestly, this deck, more than lands, you really need Mox Diamond so bad. I should just play Forest first, I think, to keep my options open. But this hand is, like, borderline as heck. Play a game of Counter-Strike, whatever Geo stands for, and watch you till I fall asleep. Sounds like a good evening. I don't know, like, yeah, Force first is obviously correct. Scalding Tarn. Depending on the land they get there. Yeah, I'm just gonna do Chalice for one. I know the matchup. It is Miracles. So we want to Chalice for one first. It forces a Force of Will if they have one. Whereas Confidant could just die to a Plow if I don't do that. And conveniently, I can still wait now. Good Modern John. Jacob, you're not wrong, buddy. You are not wrong. Great Modern Jund hand, except it had Chalice in it. Oh, man. Alright, now I'm going to play Confidant. So I should get Scrubland. What's up, Bara? I'm going to get Scrubland with this one and Badlands with that one. Really hope they don't kill my Chalice somehow. Bluff my single green tricks with my Chalice for one out. Nice. It didn't get counterspelled. That actually makes me pretty happy. So, I actually think this deck is probably favored versus this one, barring Chalice for one. Is there a reason not to leave GQ up? Like, am I going to GQ them? Oh, that's rude as heck. Okay. Apparently that's... This is the Honorog BS. Alright. I mean, I really need to draw Chalice of the Void, or Abrupt Decay. I don't have another basic in my deck. Oh, no, so tapping the Force actually makes sense. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That might have been a punt, I guess. I mean, obviously it looks bad here. Bounce. Alright. I'm going to attempt the punching power because I think it's maniacal not to. I mean, maybe. Alright, we do. I have 2 Bayous left, so I can still fetch a Bayou. Obviously, this is not going great, but I think not playing the Confidant is probably a mistake. If they Jace bounce again, we can still P-Ferret one more time. But after that, we're in kind of bad shape. I think I'm still supposed to P-Fire. So now if I draw a black source, I can unlock all my lands. Ooh, that's also not good. Okay, now I'm going to sandbag any land I draw. They're probably just going to burn a cantrip to make a monk, and I think that's absolutely correct. This is embarrassing. This card is just insane, right? This is a gym build then. Like, it means it has a lot of basic lands, 2 main deck back to basics, 2 mentor. I might be dead. It's not looking good. I basically need to draw a black source this turn, or I guess any land works, to kill the back to basics and try to draw a Grove of the Burnwells to punching fire all of the creatures. Alright, well, that is not what I want to draw. This game started out so promisingly when this didn't get countered. I think this should actually like crush them most of the time, but their hand happened to work out well. 1 EMA plow, an Ice Age plow. I mean, I'm still not technically dead yet. I'm not in good shape. I'm not going to deny that, but if they have a cantrip, so this is 6 plus 5. If they have a cantrip, it gets countered by a chalice, obviously, but I take 11. Alright, I'm basically dead now. I can't actually get out of this. But this is Jim's deck. That back to basics was rude as heck. Alright, we can take out Maze in this matchup. I think I like these actually as well. And this one. What do I want to take out? I think I'm going to take out this one. It's just a mopey green creature that doesn't do much. You Thalia them? Yeah, that's fair. So do I actually want these? Cut Coder versus Miracles? Huh. That seems bizarre to me, but... Maybe 4 answers to back to basics is enough. Cut some Moxen? I don't think you can cut Mox in this deck. I mean, obviously it's sometimes awkward, but your mana base is really awkward. Oh, he's trolling me. Can I actually cut Knight? I don't actually know. Like, Scooz does not seem that good to me, frankly speaking. Can I take out Punching Fires? We're trolling about Coder? It really does not seem very good. Like, to cut it. Is it secretly good for Miracles if there's also a Chalice for 1 in play? I'm going to cut 2 P-Fires. I think that's actually correct. And I'll shave... Man... Can I actually go down to, like, that few lands? Running out of time. So I'll just shave... I'm gonna do that. I guess I keep. I'm gonna Chalice for 1 on turn 2 and then play a Knight and hope that's good enough. It might not be, but whatever. I should have main phase cycled, I think. Whoops. Definitely cost green to cycle that. Alright, there's a wasteland. So I think the theory behind cutting Knight is that you just pummel them with Planeswalkers instead, Bara. But I'm not an expert with this deck. I'm gonna get Savannah or Scrubland with that one. Okay, so I was supposed to take out Knight? Oh well. Too late. But it's up to all you on this Monday. We might be losing this one, but you know, we're trying our best with some chalices. Ooh, the brainstorm locked? Woo! That's so good for me. Alright. I'm gonna just get forest anyways. 5/5 Knight. They F6, which leads me to believe they don't have force. And we're also going to play Garrick this turn. That is like finding money in your pocket. I agree with that. I'm going to get Taiga and play Garruk Relentless. Yes, F6 tilt off here. Whoops. I should probably activate this Garrick, though. They are dead. They dead. Knight. Alright. So if I'm supposed to take out the Knights, which I can actually believe that, should probably look something like this. I didn't have to activate Garrick there. I just don't pass priority. -4 Knight, -1 Maze, -2 Green Sun Zenith. I'm gonna trust Matt's because that guy plays a lot with this deck. Like not respecting someone who literally plays the deck. It seems sort of maniacal. This is quite the deck. No, I'm just, but there's still a T in her deck. I don't know. We'll trust him. Well, Yoshi Pons, you can do whatever you want, man. They showed us back to basics, Ved. What? I don't understand what you're talking about. They literally showed us back to basics. Do you... I'm gonna go for the Chalice for 1. Obviously. I'm gonna discard Caracas. Not sure if that's right. Because the Caracas can protect Teague. But it's fine. Nice. That's good for me. I think that was actually probably a mistake. Oh well. Yeah, I was supposed to keep the Caracas, I think. Alright, well, we're going to fetch Forest and play that one, I think. Trying to play around back to basics a little bit, but it's still going to be pretty good if they have B2B here. What's up, Rose? Am I about to get B2B'd? Ooh, okay, that's fine. Probably snapping off Wasteland on that Tundra. That, yeah, MTG bot's sometimes broken. So, you know, good beats for snapping off Wasteland so fast. I guess I should technically cycle my Baron more first. That's gas. You can force this. Minya friend, who knows? I'm a loose cannon. Tournament practice from Jose. No, it's not. Do I play Dryad Arbor here? Probably not. Hey, I played Burn in a Grand Prix lately, McCullough. Did you go to that Grand Prix, McCullough? Toronto? Probably not. So, downside to playing Cabal Pit here instead of Arbor is if I draw a 4-drop, I can't cast it next turn. But I think that's fine. What's up, Mats? Good to see you, buddy. Burn, why are you so I didn't play Burn and stand on the next day? I'd prefer not to do either of those things, I think. That's not a great draw. 2, 3, or 5. Should I play the Arbor? How does anyone argue not Black-Red Reanimator? Or, sorry, not Death and Taxes. Sorry, I accidentally trolled you. Accidentally. Probably about to get Terminus here, which means... So if I had played the fetch, I could have played around Terminus. I could have wasted the fetch after this Brainstorm resolved. If I think they have a Terminus in their hand. This is like a really weird play that only comes up when Strand is their only white source. Okay, well, they didn't have it, so that's also good for me. Good evening, Cliffy81. Oh, thanks for everyone hanging out. So what does this mean? They're gonna cast Predict this turn, I guess that's what it means? So weird. Bar, I actually agree with you. I accidentally daggered you right there. So I had that wasty boy into the table. If they predict, do I just waste the fetch? Probably. Yeah, I think I probably do. All right, thanks for all y'all. All right, we're snapping off this waste because I think they're probably supposed to fetch for basic planes. Yeah, this is just great. Like, great for us. I mean, obviously we're not in great position, but this is a great play for us. They should have played around. No, Ved, they can't Miracle the Terminus with Thalia if it's their top card. They can fetch and predict in response. That's an advanced level play. That a lot of Miracles players don't know about that play. Yeah, I know they can't Miracle Terminus. Damn, the secret is out. Yeah, all of the better Miracles players are in this chat. They named Surgical Extraction? I guess they were hoping they got Moto shuffled. Anyways, this is not going great. They fell for the onboard trick. Ved invented miracles. But wait. I don't know. I kind of like this deck. It's very Jundy. Do they have mismatching islands? How do you manage mismatching lands from rivals / Ixalan? Wow. It's just so weird. Matt's, this deck plays... Oh, I guess if they have 4 Surgical... No, don't they have like 4 Terminus? Yeah. Anyways... Yeah, I'm just gonna cycle min phase. Then probably attack. I should have played my land first. Oh. Do I play land or Mox? Probably land because that lets me decay something EOT. Yeah, land is better because it lets me decay something in case that happens. Do they know their top card from Ponder? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I can also get Arbor back. I can also, with this play, yeah, fetch Arbor if they Terminus. I can also Cabal Pit plus fetch Arbor, which is nice. Because I have Threshold now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wonder if they really are going to die to this motley beatdown. We are so dead? I don't think we are. Really don't think we're that dead. I mean, if I keep drawing nothing, but... Wish I had saved the Crocus. Yeah. This is coming back to bite me when I decided to discard that in turn 1. I even said it might screw me. Uh, 5 lands. 5 lands. It's unfair. Actually, if I draw a Loam, I'm in actually pretty good shape, I think. So there is that. Let's not forget about that part. UT Brainstorm. I don't understand what's going on. Are they going to predict as well, I guess? Oh, my starting hand. Okay, that is fair. Okay, so they brainstormed and didn't predict. I mean, yes, if there's so many things they could have where I can't beat any of them, but you know, I'm an eternal optimist, y'all. Oh, they're gonna Snapcaster predict? I'm gonna Cabal Pit his creature. They probably just have counterspells? Yeah, probably. I mean, we're still in bad shape because this predictor is going to draw 2 more cards. Why did they tap their white source? By the way, 7 more turns. Yeah, they named Island, which they knew. I mean, there are some decks where it's actually correct to brainstorm on turn 1, but... Sneak and show. Look, an Amonkhet Island and a bunch of Rivals Islands. What is going on? Okay. I guess I have to decay that still, so I can keep the beatdowns going. Alright. We're in pretty bad shape now. That's so many basic lands. Just like infinite basic lands. Opponent needs more whiteboard lands? No, they just are playing their draft lands. Mats. Look at it, it's just draft lands. I have lost the game. It's not remotely close. Alright. I'm gonna try it. Gas? We vindicated that Jace real good. White border versus black border 50-50. I can believe it worked. I believe this our opponent sided out Force of Will. Like, the probability they sided out Force of Will was actually extremely high, I think. They did not shuffle off their portent. That's a bad sign. Yeah, 4 Chalice for Bob deck. I don't know. Like, what do you think is in their hand? I guess it could be like a billion plows. That would make me happy. Okay. I mean, this sucks, but I'm going to try this Oleana now. Play around back to basics by casting it this way. Mats, what do you think of the version Juza played in the Legacy Challenge? I don't know if you saw that. I mean, I guess this is okay. Yes, Back to Basics is a perfect name based on what the card does. Beautiful art, 10 out of 10 magic design. Yeah, I agree with all that. Ah, yeah, we're dead. We're dead, boys. I only played 2. I just added a tracker to the sideboard, but maybe I made the deck worse. What universe does this work for me? Plusing it doesn't do much, I think. But minusing it is also bad. No, I don't think that would make Modern a better format. Yeah, we are dead now. This actually makes sense. We haven't presented a good target for that the entire game. Our opponent's behind by 7 minutes. Ooh, what's the flavor text on Goblin Offensive? Alright. That sucks. Yeah, we're dead. I guess I can draw... I can't actually draw very much. Alright. We'll pack it in now. I should have mulliganed my hand. Should have listened to Matt's. SoulCal Maverick. That's quite a name. Yo, thanks to all you all. 103 viewer hype. 103 viewers. Yeah, you weren't there when I kept. Oh. I think this deck is secretly the read deck of Legacy. Eldrazi or Sneak and Show for Elizo nowadays. This seems like a keep. Yeah, I think it's a keep. I'm going to play Baronmoor on turn 1. The reason to play Baronmoor on turn 1 is that I'm going to do things on turn 2 and 3 besides cast Loam. So Do I want to fetch? Doesn't matter. Oh, chalice. On one. Yeah, I would guess our opponent's on sneak, and it's really disappointing that I don't have a knight in my hand, because that would give me a lot of protection versus that. But depending on what happens, I might be able to Liliana the Emrakul. If it's just Emrakul, I can Liliana it, is what I'm saying. Yo, B McKay, thanks for the resub. Let's open one chest for McKay after I see what I draw. Alright. Whoa. Alright. I don't have any 1-mana spells in my deck. McKay, this is what you would have opened if you had opened a chest just now. A Dragon Lord Jamoka! A Chisei Heart of Oceans. And a Kenra Eternal. That one's not as exciting. I don't think this is worth anything anymore, but... Thanks for the resub. I'm going to slam the Liliana and save Knight for Thingamabob. Jamoka is not worth much. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, I'm keeping Coder in hand. You want me to slam Knight? Isn't that just horrendous? I can't tell if you're trolling right now. You know, it's basically the usual mode for me. No, it's an Omniscience! No! Great. Oh, I don't have to play the mana to play Knight. Yes, you're right. Wow, that was such a roller coaster of a ride. Alright, good beats. Both teams fought hard. Usually have Blood Moon, right? Yo, thanks for a follow, fuck you, GP. It's always Omniscience. Yeah, there was an Omni Signs right there. They drew into the kill considering they forced Oleana. I don't know. Maybe? Maybe they could have drawn into Ancient Tomb, right? Oh, I don't know for sure. In any case, I think want those. Want these. Alright, yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yeah, this seems correct. And hope that doesn't happen to us, you know? I feel like I'm supposed to keep, but it's also close. I'll put him Morgan once, so that's good. Leyline? Man, I was kind of hoping they had a Leyline. Wait, life. Yeah. Something like that. I think I'm just gonna dump the Grove. Yeah. Can I fetch a non-basic here? Do I want to fetch a non-basic? I think I'm just gonna get basic forest, but you know, c'est la vie. I think it was actually close whether I was supposed to get a non-basic or not, but that was a good draw. That was a great draw, actually. They can't force now, so pretty happy about that. I think I'm supposed to... Do I have any red cards in my deck right now? So I'm supposed to just get Bayou, right? I'm gonna get Bayou then. Five Knight. Oh, off Ghost Quarter. That's fair. I could have done that. So I could attack for 7. Does that actually change the clock? What can I even fetch? Anything good? I don't think I can even fetch anything good here, which is sad. I'm 1-1. Vindicate on a mountain. Fair. Oh, in case he has a braid. Good call. Good call. If I Ghost Quarter myself, it's actually a 2-turn clock. Am I supposed to do that? Probably. 7. Yeah, I'm gonna just do it. Yeah, I think Ghost Quartering myself is good. Because 9 + 9 is precisely lethal. I wish I had another basic. I'll search and fail. Yeah, Lyser, I agree. I was just thinking about it for a sec. I can't fathom a world where this backfires, because I think the worst possible situation for us is they go land. I guess they could have show Omni Emrakul. Well, I'm playing 4-color Loam. I mean, the deck list is on the screen if you click the little SD button. Man, am I going to get Omni'd out again? That'd be fairly unpleasant. Great. I assume I'm dead, but, like, couldn't really do much about this. The problem is Caracas does not beat this. Like, whatsoever. Yep. Whoa. What does this mean? I think means I just attack. I don't understand what happened here. Because Vindicate can kill lands. see. That was weird as heck. So it means their hand is not very good, I think. It probably means their hand has a bunch of forces in it, for what it's worth. If they had Cunning Wish, I assume I would have gotten Release the Ants like 20 times. Instead, they died. That was great. It truly was great for us. Like, that was bizarre as heck. Their hand was probably just a bunch of forces, if I had to guess. Can never keep. Guess I unhappily keep, but it's just not great. I think I bottomed that. Yeah, I'll bottom. And it's not great, but I don't think you're supposed to mulligan this one. Hope I draw Mox, actually. That would be the best draw. We're hoping. It's a horrible match. Fair enough. Come on, Mox Diamond. It's not Mox Diamond. Oh well. In any case, I'm going to still play Confidant on turn 2. I'm confident about it. I just hope, like, when they cast Show and Tell that... Oh man, am I getting Blood Mooned? Be fairly unpleasant. Alright, well... That's also bad. It's that bad? Elves vs. D&T that bad? Well, I can bounce that Gristlebrand. I'm not sure that actually accomplishes very much. What's up, Akash? Yes, I know Sneak is good versus lands and elves, at least. I didn't expect it to be that good versus Loam, but... Shows what I know, right? Not very much. How can I hold up Maze? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, if they cast Show and put in Blood Moon, that would have been kind of funny, but I only had 1 mana source, so they would have just cast the Blood Moon anyways. I'm actually going to think fetch the forest, play Confidant, and just Karakas the guy inside combat after attackers have been declared. I mean, I think I'm still dead most of the time, but I don't understand holding up Maze. I would rather just Karakas that, right? I feel like I would rather Karakas it anyways. Could be wrong. I mean, what's the upside of just playing a maze? Like, I mean, what is likely to happen is we're going to get Snook Attack with Emrakul. And so you want to actually cut off the ability for Emrakul to actually annihilate us. So that's my opinion. I don't think that guy was trolling. That's the thing. I really don't. Really don't believe there was any trolling involved. Kind of just hoping that all of their good cards are in the bottom 36 cards. You can attack. Alright, now I will activate this. It would suck if I get trick bound right here. Like a lot. A trick bind would be sort of amazing, actually, in a weird sort of way. Actually, they might just be dead. No, I don't think I can afford to play around Blood Moon here. I really don't. I let them trigger raid. What a punt. That is true, Akash. They might just be dead, actually. Like, it has that look about it. Like, it seems like their hand is not very good if that's what happened right there. Oh, I'm not saying I win yet because what's that look? What's up, Stu, by the way? A braid bob. Yeah, Brainstorm's promising. If they're spending one of their limited mana on Brainstorm, it's a pretty good sign for us. Yes, if they cast Show again, we put in another Knight and use Karakas to bounce their Gristle. And we attack for so much damage. So much damage. I wonder if they brainstormed into sneak attack after the fact. Okay, so they're going to Echoing Truth the Knight, I guess. So they have an Emrakul in their hand. They probably have an Emrakul and a Griselbrand. They might actually abuse the regain priority trick in end step to fetch for Island to Echoing Truth the Knight of the Reliquary. Which would be funny-ish. Actually, it wouldn't be that funny, but it would be a thing, I suppose. I feel like they're going to fetch Island. Because they want to get the Island, Danny. I would guess there's only 2 islands in that deck. Maybe 3, I guess. I don't know. Like... Oh, nice. nice. They cited in surgical extraction versus me, which I don't think they should do. Okay, they played 3. Then I don't know. I'm fresh out of answers then. Goyer's Vengeance, their Gristlebrand. That would suck. Except we would just Caracas it. Nah, no one plays the Jury's Step. That's only a Turbo Depths card. Yeah, I don't know why they have Surgical in their deck. They don't care about Loam or Punching Fire. What the heck? Okay, so something's happening. Probably Echoing Truth. Alright. I think this turn I'm actually going to... Oh. I think I just have to play Maze. So Maze lets me play around Sneak Attack, double activate, essentially. Caracas does not... I mean... Land 2 Lotus Petal. Yeah, Dried Arbor's probably correct. I was thinking about it though, but yeah. You're waiting to stay until this is over. I don't need Decay up for anything, I think. What do I need Decay up for? If they cast Show, I'm putting in Maze. Gas? I think we're safe now, like... Oh, I guess we're not safe. Never mind, I forgot about this. Is there anything I can do? Put in Grove to Decay Battle. No, doesn't he just float red? Sack everything, take 0. Yeah, it's probably the best line. Yeah, I missed that. That would have been the better play by a lot. Now we're mostly dead. I can't foresee a world where we win here, but maybe things go well. So yeah, if he went to begin combat, then wait, how can he play both pedals then go to begin combat? Probably dead now. Right, well, they can't activate it at least, so but we're in bad shape. Should they draw? I think they should draw. Huh. That's weird. Why didn't they draw 7? I need to save the decay for Blood Moon just in case. I guess if they have another Emerald or another Gristle that makes sense. I don't really understand what's going on here anymore. I really am really confused. I mean, we're probably going to lose anyways, but this doesn't make a lot of sense. The thing is, you should realize your opponent should take out Punching Fire in this matchup because it doesn't do anything. I don't understand what happened this game. Like, I just don't understand, period. I'm not playing the Knight. Right. The P-Fire would never be lethal. So... okay. It would be pretty impressive if our opponent's hand was all surgical extractions, given how that game played out. That game really did not go very well. Oh boy. Yo, thanks for following Milosaurus. Legacy without cantrips is weird. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's definitely different. I don't know. I kind of feel like they gave us a bunch of room to actually draw out of it instead of doing what they. Maybe that's the wrong way of putting it, but it feels like they gave us some room to draw out of it. Yo, what's up? I think I'm gonna keep this hand, even though it's kind of awkward. Yeah. We can assess what land we want to get. Yo, thanks for follow Scavenging Booze. That is a pretty good username, in my opinion. We'll get probably Taiga. No, I don't have any white, so I have to get Savannah. Could get Scrubland. Don't need double green for anything. If I have another green, I'll get Scrubland. This deck is Jund. Like, it literally is Jund. I could have actually fetched for Taiga off of that, and that might have been slightly better, but we'll see what happens. Statisticians usually analyze data. Ooh. All right. We have a classic matchup of good versus evil. Obviously, I'm on the good side. I think I'm going to jam Knight. Nice. Yeah, grind. So they drew Island. I feel like this deck is actually a good matchup for us. Telemarketer, what is that? How did you even come to that conclusion? Plow probably on Bob. Yeah. That's because Mats is good with this deck. It's almost like it's his signature deck, I feel like. It's not a good matchup when I don't have Chalice. That could be true, actually. I feel like I'm getting Terminus next turn, which means I really should not play another creature. Oh, waste the fetch? That actually might be a great play. And if I was going to do that, I should have played Bob first. Alright, whatever. I'm still going to do it. But obviously the sequencing here looks weird. Yeah, he can just brainstorm a response to the fetch, right? If he has Terminus. I think I'm just going to say go. Okay, that's fine. Interesting. Okay. I feel like I just gave up a bunch of free damage, which sucks. Just stifle the trigger. It's very hard to do that in this deck for what it's worth. I'm gonna get a Wasteland off of this one. Let it go. Punching Fire my opponent. This also has the advantage of telling me if the coast is clear for Dark Confidant. Forceful. Alright, so it's clear. Give them a life. Oh yeah, it's true. There's no reason to Wasteland right then. That is definitely true, Ari. Wasteland for F6 value off. That sucks. Alright, we're shape now. I'm gonna Punching Fire the Snap with the Ponder on the stack. I mean, it does have 27 lands. It is unfair. It does have 27 lands, so you can't really be salty about that, I think. I have plenty of green sources, so get that one. I don't actually keep 6 land hands with lands that often. You troll. They shuffled with Ponder. That's a good sign. You got a Summer Ryu. Should I just save this Decay? I kind of feel like I should. Well, actually maybe not. Alright. Never mind. Change my mind. Oh, research experience for undergrads. Draw something good. Wow, it's not great. Should have actually played a land first too. Now I think about it. Painful Truths and New Lily. Fair enough. I'm hoping Punching Fire is good enough to grind through all of the stuff they could have, but it's not likely to be the case, I think. Especially if they do something like play Back to Basics. Whoa. There's a Crocus in their deck? Don't know what's going on. Really don't know what's going on with that Caracas. Seems weird and out of place, and I'm definitely going to hit it with Wasteland. See. So they're miracling another Terminus. Okay. I guess I should have technically floated a green. They do have a hard time beating P-Fire if there's no counterbalance in play, that's true. No. Alright. We respond. Not respecting the Ghost Quarter. So I can fetch up the Dried Arbor again, which I'm going to do to get the beats on again. We can check their top card first, which I'm going to do. Doesn't really cost me anything. I mean, I did not change the deck, so if you remember it being really fun, don't know what to tell you. Really don't know what to tell you. Oh, that's an entreat. That is very bad. I feel like that's actually going to kill me. Not close. I waste that. They miracle for 4. Yeah, I have to GQ them and hope they shuffle. Darn. They didn't fall for it. If I draw another Punching Fire, does it kill them somehow? So I should just P-Fire them now. Alright. Okay, I concede now. That sucked a lot. Oh, P-Fire plus Pit and Angel. I could have done that, yeah. This is not going great so far today, but, you know, can't always win every match, ever. I guess you could, but that likely means you're a cheater. Yes, I would like to play first. This hand is unkeepable. And I guess I keep this, but it's not exciting. I mean, don't think you can mulligan this hand. Like, no, I think you have to keep this hand because the mana situation works. But obviously it's not, like, great or even... I'm gonna bottom that, I think. Yeah, I'm missing payoff. I agree with that, but... yes, I'm losing some to prove I don't cheat. That's exactly it, Nicholas. It's precisely it. You'd rather pitch Wasteland than Ghost Quarter? I'm going to pitch Ghost Quarter. Yeah, I'm going to pitch Ghost Quarter. So I'm not going to play the fetch because Rex Sage is on the bottom of our deck. Drawing it here is like actively bad. Something good? Yo, they have two planes though, like... I don't understand your logic, I guess. No, this is blue-white red miracles, presumably. Although they had a supreme verdict, but that doesn't mean much. I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, keeping the Ghost Quarter doesn't do much either. Like... no reason to fetch still. Okay, that is nice. Randomly force a shuffle. Sure, but I don't think they're going to leave in counterbalance versus deck for what it's worth. I really don't think they'll leave in counterbalance. I don't think it does much in this matchup. Like, the casting costs are already all over the place. So... what land do I want? Probably bad. No. What happens if my Mox dies? So I guess I'm actually supposed to get Scrubland somehow? Yeah, I'll get Scrubland. Might get forced. That's fine though. That's funny. I think I'm actually going to play Confidant this turn. Honestly, that back to basics is not my biggest worry. Am I a wizard? I guess. I don't know. No E1 time. Explosives would be pretty terrible. Ooh. sad. I just say go. I'm going to decay the B2B EOT. We are definitely losing, though. Every day, every match, just full of despair. I guess despair is the wrong word, but it's really not going great. I have lost to that card. This sucked. Alright, well, okay, I guess I should see if they play a land or not, but I don't think they have a land. I need to draw Vindicate immediately. This is dumb. Do I play it? I guess I'm forced to play it, but it's not good. Like, he could just plus this turn and force a chump block. I guess that means my creature or my planeswalker flips, but that's not even that good. Like, yeah, Gideon smashes Garrick. That's generally the case. Will always be the case. I guess not always the case. Sometimes it's the case. Okay, I'm done here. We're just done. You know, that didn't go great. So you know what? We're gonna go back to old reliable. I'm gonna make sure this is actually the correct deck real quick. Alright, it looks right to me. Let's see, where did it go? When did I play it? Recently, right? Is this it? Yeah, tier 0.5. This is basically the list that's been floating around the internet. It's like a Honda Civic. It's just reliable. Just does everything you want it to do. Guess I'll keep. Guess I'll also keep. Just look at this hand. Yes, Grixis Delver. There's a reason this is the most played deck in Legacy. It's because it's very good. Very, 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 very good. What's up, Montoya's Workshop? Yes, Tenjin's team was all playing all villain decks. That is true. I'm not gonna daze. I'm just gonna bolt on my turn. Do I brainstorm first? I think I should actually, because if I find a thread, it's so much better for me to play it first. How many bolts is too many? Additionally, the spell pierce I think is actually not particularly good. So I'm gonna put back. Actually, I could leave up the pierce, I guess. Put a bolt and then turn back. No, I think the pierce will actually be good this game. So I'm gonna put bolt and turn back. I'm just gonna leave up spell pierce off the death rate. I don't think it's worth 1 damage. Well, probe indicates it's probably not check or control, for what it's worth. It's fine. I don't think I even EOT bolt. I think that's just horrendous. On the other hand, yeah, I'm gonna just jam Pyro. I'm gonna Pyro plus bolt. Mainly, I don't care if this gets dazed. If they daze the true name, I sort of care. You're sort of burned out from the SCG. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, so I just want to bolt when they're light on mana, because like less bad things can happen that way. I'm gonna daze. They can daze back, I don't care. Okay, let's just end the game on the spot. Pretty clear that they don't have much. Probe indicates it's probably a Grixis mirror. Alright, I look like Pyroblast. I look like Marsh Casualties, I think. And I actually like Daze because you can sort of try to protect your lands with it. Spell Pierce is actually pretty terrible, I think. So I'm gonna leave in 1 force and probably Diabolic Edict. Maybe a 2nd force. It's not great, but it's okay to draw like 1 or 2 exactly. I'll have 1 Edict in my deck. Yeah. Happy with that. I'm gonna keep. It's a little bit unsafe, but a lot of the games are a grind fest, so I tried to avoid mulliganing if the hand's somewhat reasonable, and I think this hand is reasonable. keep. Alright, you can blast this if you want. One standstill away from being the shit. Interesting. They still have Spell Pierce in their deck. I guess I just cannot predict how people are going to sideboard ever. They can counter the Brainstorm. I don't care that much. Oh, that is weird. That's weird. That's awful. That might actually just get me killed on the spot. But I can go Brainstorm True Name at least and try to flip a Delver the turn after. I think I have to waste C. Shouldn't F6 because that gives away too much information. Yeah, there's a lot of Delver online. I think I have to play Brainstorm there because the upside of hitting a fetch is so high, but we are certainly behind. If they don't play another land, my plan is to actually waste the Volk and play Delver. Well, now I can F6, yes, because they have probe, but before you shouldn't, just to keep it real. Probe getting banned. You know, people are kind of ban happy, I think. I'm not really ban happy myself. Oh, no Angler, please. That's bad. Play Delver first. I basically have to kill the Volk, I think. Now I'm super dead. Yeah, that's super bad for me. Alright, so I need to Brainstorm into red source and for our opponent not to have anything right here. So somehow, okay, so I think these two are supposed to go back. Then what do I have to do to win? Fetch Volk, bolt that, take a hit down to go to 3, hope they don't have bolt, and then play True Name and hope they have nothing. I think that's a reasonable plan. It's not great though. I think that is the plan, though. Yeah, I couldn't beat their opposing bolt. It was going to be pretty hard to do so anyways. I think I might just have second edict on the play instead of the force. Yeah, I like that. The game was not great for us, but I think you're supposed to keep, and I think you're supposed to play the hand the way I wanted to play it. I'm gonna keep. You haven't like second Power Blast Mirror. That's fair. This is kind of frustrating. I feel like I have to brainstorm there almost every time. But obviously this looks awful now. I don't think that's right. I think brainstorming is correct. I think not casting Brainstorm there is actually maniacal. Like, super maniacal. I think we would have been pretty well off if we had drawn a land. I think I'm going to cycle the probe in case if they have Spell Pierce. I just need to get through this BS. That's bad. Add probe to their hand. We're basically dead though. Like, very, very, very bad shape. He probed himself. That's interesting. That really is interesting, actually. Yo, thanks for follow Flowzilla. Alright. I can't win. Like, that's mildly frustrating. Okay. I don't know what happened with that Gitaxian probe. I don't know why it targeted herself. Or him or herself, really. That was bizarre as heck. Quick misclick. Yeah, that's fair. Because you have to click in the upper left or right to pay the 2 life to cast it. Although, don't you announce the target first, then pay the costs? I thought you announced the target first, so... I'm gonna keep. This smells like miracles for some reason. I can't specifically tell you why I think that, but it smells like miracles. Do I want another Pyromancer? Do I actually want any of these cards? I think the answer is not really. Alright, I do want that card. Yo, thanks for follow World B Freeman. No, I believe this is the guy I played in Grand Prix Vegas. Which is my actual take on the situation. No problem. Thanks for watching. Okay, that's fine. I have another one, so it's all good. I don't really think you actively want to draw Force of Will in this matchup, for what it's worth. Because I think it's kind of bad, actually. Opponent chose not to shuffle. That's a bad sign. Alright. I should have actually left the C untapped, I think. I'm okay with them forcing this, like... That's fine. That's pretty good, I think. Well, we went 1 and 3 with 4-color Loam, so we wanted to go back to tier 0. Or as the case may be. What's my top card? It's an all in. So I should actually fetch first. Fetch first then. Alright. I guess this is actually fine. I was going to like probe to get a token, but it's effectively the same thing now. No probe. Jason treat. Okay. Ooh, that is a nice draw. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I attack? Nope. Snapping off force on this Jace. So this is a 3-turn clock. But play another creature doesn't actually decrease the clock, so I shouldn't play it, I think. Okay. Nice. Any order, because one's a token. So I can play both. I think I should now. I think my decision was correct. That's why I made it, obviously, but... That's pretty good. Dramatic Vision's probably going to lock up the game. Exactly 5 lands. Well, they hadn't used any Terminus yet. They miracled another Terminus, but I would force it. Anyways, let's take these 5 out. Like Cabal Therapy. Like Oleon, The Last Hope. What else don't I like? Might cut 1 days. Could also cut a Wasteland, actually, depending on how they play. But I'm going to cut a days instead. No, I really don't like the bolts in the matchup. I think they're fairly terrible, personally. It's possible I could go like that instead, actually. That might be better. That might actually be a little bit better for what it's worth. Yeah, I keep. It's really not mulling this. Yeah, I understand where you're at, but they chose to shuffle off Ponder, which is a good sign. So they just drew the Portent is my take on it, because otherwise you cast Portent on turn 1 because this is a slow trip. Ooh, I hope I have a Wasteland. This one would be nice. Alright, so... I actually want to leave up the drain, I think. So I'm going to get a Volk. Play Delves. Big Delvers. We can close this game pretty quickly, I think. Assuming nothing bad happens to my creatures. It's a good window to use this Spell Pierce, actually. So I missed 1 damage, which is fine. That was a weird time to do things, though. Like, let's get some information. I see. Mentor, Tarn, 2x Terminus. Therapy? Man, therapy would have been insane right there, but I think I'm really far ahead, so it's probably fine. Don't think I want more death rates. I really just want a therapy. Is that good? Turn to Terminus. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just waste and play the Angler. Yeah, he dies before he can verdict. His opponent's hand is actually pretty terrible. Like, the Wasteland was brutal right there. Also, I'm not sure why we didn't play the Plow before the Counterbalance. I think that might have just been bad. I don't care. Like, there's a likely chump block coming this turn, actually. Because I'm so far ahead in the damage race that... Also, I don't think... His hand is 2 Terminus and something else. Now it's 2 Terminus to Unknown. I'm not going to eat Plow because if they drew Snapcaster, they'll try to Snapcaster. Okay, that's gas too. Their hand is 2 Terminus. Boom, shaka waka waka. And that's how you get Grixis real hard. I think I would have prioritized resolving the Plow over the Counterbalance in that scenario. But, c'est la vie. I think it's a pretty skill-intensive matchup fights this. There's a lot of decision-making on both sides, so I think you can have very varying results for what it's worth. I don't think it's like as simple as deck A is favored versus deck B. White 90. The default sealed deck in my experience is 3-color like grind fest. Obviously not all pools can be like that, but there's Traveler's Amulet and Evolving Wilds at common. Sailor of Means also at common. So you can tend to splash the powerful cards. That has been my experience. Well, we didn't even draw any discard that game. Cabal Therapy would have been insane, though. By the way, if any of you all have Amazon Prime, you can sub to this channel for free. Figured I would mention it, and I appreciate all y'all watching on this Monday. Well, it's booster draft, or it's only booster draft in the top 8, Aaron. You have to play sealed deck first. Claps. Do it, fam. Alright, 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Waiting for a match. Nice, we have a match. Yes, I would like to play first. Yeah, this hand's good. The powerful second Shroud Twitch spam. Oh, I wouldn't do that to my buddy Shroud. Shroud is great. Man, I hope they force a Will My Death right. I will let that go so fast. Oh, that's pretty good. Second Trout will be immortalized in time. Basic Island. What does that mean? It could mean almost anything, really. Yeah, I'm gonna brainstorm first. Kind of just want to play the Delver. Just put these 2 fetches back and attack for 1. I'm gonna do that. High Tide and Chill? That would suck. Man. Ban, death rate, and unban messed up. No thanks. No thanks. Why are you trying to ruin the format? Is that a fridge or a washing machine? Yo, thanks for following Shin Oh Jaime. Behind me? That's an air conditioner. / dehumidifier. You only turn it on during summer. It's like one of the room ones that you can plug to the outside wall. Okay, looks like another Miracles deck somehow. Laptop's fine. Guess it might not be Miracles. It's Miracles. That's weird. Get Kilobyte to sponsor me. That seems unlikely, but you know. So V. No one wants Oliver's Spirit Guide either. That box was a safe where I kept my Tabernacle in. Nah, the Tabernacle was out in full force in Cincinnati. Killed many true names with the Tabernacle. you found the Taxes player. If they're saying ban every elf creature. Thalia is good friends with the Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale for what it's worth. We didn't do great at SCG. Well, we were 6-1-1, then we lost round 9. But the cut is so strict at those that it was not good enough. So, you know, it happens. Not worried about it. Okay. They did not kill Miracles completely. Monka. Yo, thanks for follow Ice Queen Yukino. Gonna eat Brainstorm. Probably getting Terminus here, but you know. Oh, didn't get Terminus. It's fine. I should fire off this bolt at some point, but not yet. Because I want them to think they're a little bit higher than they actually are. I'm actually going to hardcast Force on this. Yeah, I sort of feel like if Terminus had been banned, then Miracles is obviously sort of dead. Whoa, that's an aggro force. Okay, that's fine. They didn't care about my guy that much. I will also go for a Delver. That makes me think it's safe to play this Angler, actually. Like, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with all of this. Okay. This is not really going to work the way you want it to, I think. Okay. This is really confusing. Now, Jim's deck has 3 planes in it, right? I really don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know, Akash. This is so confusing. And none of those cards are good, so I'm going to shuffle. Those cards are good. How do I want to do this? They only have 1 card, so I'm going to jam the True Name. Opponent has played this game really, really weird. That's funny. Yeah, we can't expect them to know how Deathrite Shaman works. Literally cannot expect that of anyone ever. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna ship because I have lethal on board. That was a very oddly played game by our opponent. I don't understand what happened that game. Our opponent just used all of their resources to force through removal spells, and then they lost because they had no cards in their hand. Yeah, I guess that's literally what happened. I don't know if it's Jim's deck for sure yet, so I'm gonna leave some in. Did our opponent have Lore 1 Ponders and M10 Ponders? I feel like that happened. I actually want to lead on drop. Three planes means waste isn't just life. I mean, yeah, I could have sided out another wasteland, I suppose. They actually might be on base 6, I guess. 9 basics, rather. I'm actually going to probe first to figure out what I'm supposed to do. Interesting. Judgment. Cluster. Island. Mentor. Snap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's bad. I guess... Can't really force this because I just get flustered right here. Back to Basics is usually main deck in this list, for what it's worth. And they get a nice cool 2-for-1, which sucks, but I think forcing there is ultra mega bad, so I'm not going to do it. Alright, I'm going to play Brainstorm. If they want to fluster and let me pay 2, I'm perfectly fine with that. So now, just say go. Gas. I actually want to draw the land and play True Name. Hello and good luck. Hello and good luck. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I can Daze and Pierce to trade 2-for-1. That's fine. I actually could have pierced first. That was a mistake. If I pierce first, he flusters, then I just daze the Council's Judgment. So I could have gotten 2 cards. That was a mistake. That was bad. Oh well. I think this is fine, but not great. I literally just explained that I made a mistake. Anyways, let's... well, I think I'm just gonna... What's their hand? Fluster, Mentor, Snap. The question is one True Name enough to deal the full 16 before they assemble anything? If it isn't, I should play... Maybe I just play 1 Delver. Actually, that's probably the correct play. So I should stack it... like that. The question is, do I want to draw the Delver? And I think the answer is yes. Or the Force. No, I think the answer is yes. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to redraw the Force. That's fine. Do I care? Not really. Do I still want the Force? Probably not anymore. Yeah, I'm just gonna not draw it anymore. I think I would have wanted it if I had... Okay, well, I guess I drew it anyways, but I think now I played this Delver as well. I think I would have wanted it if the Delver had lived and started attacking. put a stop here? I think they should just leave it here like that. Yeah. Otherwise I would just waste it. Their hand is Mentor, Snap, Fluster, Fluster. It's just a plow on this. That's fine. I don't really care about that. Sup, Yoso Yez? So their hand is Fluster, Fluster, Mentor now. I see no reason to brainstorm. It's fine. They shuffled with Portent, which is a good sign. So I think I should actually look for a land. Nice, that's actually pretty good. How do I want to do this? I guess I can therapy next turn. So I should draw the days now. Are they gonna flip it now? They might actually. Or not. I feel like they're dead now. Their hand is still Fluster, Fluster, Mentor. So their fetch is dead now. You can fluster this. Or not. Mentor path. Okay. They are dead as heck. They'll turn 10, grind your opponent out as Delver. Do they draw Verdict? Okay, that's fine. So their hand... I can therapy the path and then they're just left with Mentor. Do I even waste it? Guess I don't. I sided in Cabal Therapy. I'm on Bob Huang's main deck. I guess technically I should have wasted it upkeep because it forces them to not know what mana they need. You really need 3 C2 Volk. So I had 1 blind draw. I'm gonna let it go still. Yeah, I should have. Probably right. Okay, now I have to do this anyways, so I should have wasted upkeep. I was thinking about whether it was correct to force the brainstorm, but well, Pimp Swamp, I knew their hand was Mentor. Well, no, if they play Snapcaster, I just force the Snapcaster, right? And if they draw Verdict, that doesn't change anything. Right? Thanks for follow, Raptor Nachos. Look at all those skulls in the picture. Also, our opponent has 61 cards. Interesting. $61 cards. Alright, Verdant go. Probably playing elves. Well, if they are, they are. I mean, I want to draw another Ponder, I suppose. Yo, Matt Folks, thanks for the host, friend. Do I want to spew another Ponder? I guess I do, because I really do want to flip this Delver. I don't think I want those. It's possible I wasn't supposed to cast that Ponder, but... Lands? It could be lands. I mean... 61 card land seems like not the ideal number of cards to put in your lands deck. Yo, thanks for follow, Roy D858. I'll try. Yo, thanks for follow, See You Later. Ooh, See You Later is a nice username. This doesn't look like lands. This looks a lot like Food Chain. Do I care? I think I don't. You can boast that. This is Food Chain, for what it's worth. 61 card elves is not optimal, but you see more people playing that than they should. Nick Fit? I guess it could be Nick Fit. In any case, what I want to do, probably find another threat. Those are not threats. actually gonna shuffle this. We have seemed to have found no threats. Yeah, Julian plays 61 cards, and I think it's really not a wise idea, considering Gaia's Cradle is like much better than your other cards. But hey, good for him. Good for him, fam. How many people are we at now? That's fine. I don't care about that. Pretty greedy. That's fine. There's very few cards I could have right here. $4,000 copies of a certain semi-playable. Those. What? Really? That was kind of horse crap, I feel like. Yeah, that felt really suspicious that they would name Lightning Bolt right there. But, I mean, whatever. That's bad. So I'm going to eat a land EOT because if I draw a bolt and I eat this land and I eat the other land, then it dies. So I'm just going to eat the land instead of dealing 2. Yes, it's not Arena. That is correct. If you were expecting Arena, you came to the wrong place. Anyways, I failed in my task of drawing Lightning Bolt. Coder spoopy fit. What? What is this nonsense? Like, I can't even. Alright, you've told me too. I really have no idea what's going on here now. Now I'm gonna try to kill them because I don't like anything that's going on here anymore. And before Obsidat? Yeah, maybe. By this point, like, I don't really understand what's going on here now. I'm gonna pay mana. I think racing might be an issue. Aha! Why did we play... Well, now I'm not gonna wasteland that, but... No, that actually makes sense. Just so much mana. I will take 2. Yeah, the old Green Sun and Zenith's Galactique strategy. That's a classic. I'm currently winning this race though, so that's nice. I wonder if they're going to try to make Dark Depths into this. They really shouldn't, but, you know, weirder things have happened. Yes, Galactic Green Sun Zenith is a classic. Uh, I hope they don't have like Glimmer Posts in their deck. Yeah, if they get it and do it, I'm gonna show people when it's the correct time to Wasteland. Sup, Krost? Thanks for the follow. I went to Walk Walk. Is that even on Magic? Oh my goodness! Glimmer Post, look! Why me? Why me? Called it. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna waste the stage with that ability on this deck. I don't want them getting another life. It's a nice Gaddock tea you have over there. Really wish I had this lightning bolt back though. Yo, Death and Taxes for the win. Thanks for the follow. No, because I want to get the stage off the board Tarman 3D because they can make Dark Depths in a turn or two. Oh, they had another stage. They just drew... Wow. I don't understand. Wow. This ended poorly for me. So now the plan is to well, there's a few plans. I can brainstorm into 2 bolts, and that's lethal. But I can also trump that for 1 turn. Yo, thanks for follow to Power 86. Mike Buffado deck? I don't know what this deck is. Interesting. If I had paid 2 life, I would have had lethal this turn. Well, I mean, I think I'm still supposed to play it. Because I'm at 11. Like, think about it. I think it actually does make sense. I did not play land for turn. Thanks for followed the King Ginger and Jay Feather 69. Look at my life total. I think paying mana is correct. Because it would have to be precisely true name for it to be wrong, actually. Because this way I can play around... No, that's actually great. That's actually great. No, that play is actually excellent. No, there's a Gaddock taken play. That's the problem. I can't do that. I can't do that because of Gaddock Teague. Otherwise, it would be a very good play. Yo, Strosky, thanks for the follow, bro. I can't believe I punted like that. That was horrendous. Well, I'm not sure if it was a punt or not. Still, in any case, I have to get... Guess I'll get Volcanic. Opponent's hand has 2 true names. And just top deck Bolt, problem solved. Yeah, no big deal. Yo, Usor183, thanks for a follow, bro. Well, they can't tutor up another post because they didn't play a green or white land. It looks like I'm dead. That sucked. Yeah, I made a few mistakes that game. Do I actually want Force of Will versus him? Like, that might sound weird, but it doesn't seem great. I guess I probably do still. Make my cards bigger. I feel like Force is kind of bad, actually. Because our opponent Cabal Therapy does blind for Lightning Bolt, which was kind of annoying. Kind of feel like it's going to be a drag down fight where Force is not going to be great. I mean, actually just try to probe therapy them out, which might sound weird, but I think Daze is good on the early turns, so I might play it. I might just go like this and just be sort of Jundi instead. And the Needle can name Thespian Stage if I wanted to, or it can name like Knight of the Reliquary if I wanted to. Yeah, I think I'm just not going to have these in my deck. Nah, I think Liliana is not good in this matchup. Yo, Canister, thanks for the follow. Sulfuric Vortex is not that great for lands, I think, but you can do you. I'm gonna lead with Probe and see if their hand. The 61 card business really bothers me. Sure, they can play 3 choke. I mean, what am I gonna do about it? Show me your secrets. Is this real? Like, we actually just kept a hand that can't cast anything. Just Ghost. Souls. Deluge. What's the last card? Bog. Cloudpost Cornfos. Green Souls, yes. Souls. Deluge. Stage. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why this hand was kept, first off. It's not therapy proof. I'm just not going to therapy on turn 1. Yeah, I want these, I think. I want the fetch the least, so I'm going to put on the bottom. This deck is very confusing. Thanks for follow. Who are you? Who? That's a very interesting username. Do I waste? It would make me draw another land, and I don't really want to do that, so I'm just going to do this instead. Actually, I don't even want to therapy yet, because there's a chance I just get bogged this turn. Like, I think there's a very good chance. You think this deck plays Chalice? I feel like this deck should not... Well, I guess should not and do are very different things, but I don't think I would play Chalice in the deck. Man, my hand did not go places, really. Options? Chalice to combo with Teague. Yeah, that's about right. So opponent's hand is Glimmer Post, Green Sun Zenith, Soul's Deluge, Stage. I think I'm actually going to waste the Cloud Post. And the plan is to Bolt plus Eat the Bolt to deal 5. Maybe we can just Lava Axe 4 times. Oh man, they drew another one. It's kind of lucky. So I can hypothetically therapy Souls this turn. I don't want to play the second Deathrite into the Deluge unless if I want to therapy Deluge, which I guess I might actually. Actually, I'm going to therapy Deluge. Maybe they drew another one by this point. I don't understand what's going on with this deck. Like, I literally have no idea what's going on. I could therapy plus Eat Souls. I decided I didn't care about it. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Is it a modern deck? Doesn't seem like a modern deck. Yeah, so now I'll play it and I'm gonna attack because I'm certainly not blocking. There's nothing to block. Leave him to mana doesn't do much. Nick Fit without the Explorer, and it has Cloud Posts. I don't know. I really just do not understand. Apparently Mox Diamond. I also don't understand that. Okay, Daze. So I can eat it with Deathrite. Actually, probably should have returned the Volcanic and just bolted him. I should have returned the Volcanic, I think. In case we have to eat souls now, otherwise bad things will happen. The question is, do I want to get that Zenith? I think I probably want to get the Zenith. It's going to be impossible to beat Green Sun Zenith or anything. Actually, Zenith's better than Tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Think of Zenith for 5. No, I don't think I can win long game, so I think I just have to try to kill them. Yo, thanks for following Lone Wolves Entertainment. I think I'm gonna name Zenith. It's like pretty awkward because I think both are very good here. The problem is, I think they have Primeval Titan in their deck, and if they have another land, the Zenith for Titan actually kills me. With Tracker, I can hope they can brick off for a few draws, like while I draw something, which is not terribly likely, but I think it's... Yeah, Zenith will be Tracker at worst, essentially, is a good way of putting it. Sure. This is like one of the best possible draws for me, I think. I'm gonna eat the therapy with that on the stack because it deals an extra 2. We're gonna need to brainstorm into bolts, I think. It is true. Maybe spewing the bolt was loose, actually. That might have been true. If I grew a mustache, people would help me go to Seattle. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I want to get Mechanic. Alright, just have to hope opponent draws all lands. And they can't be Glimmer Posts or Cloud Posts, really. Great. That's gonna be Game Boys, I think. Thanks for following Dummy Data. Yeah, GG. Yep. Spewing the bolt was bad. That was just horrendous. It was bad for so many reasons. Just like infinite reasons it was bad. I'm gonna shame concede. Yeah, we are getting rolled by an EDH deck. I obviously spewed a bunch, but EDH Primeval Titans banned EDH. Thanks for following Hempfu. Yeah, you kind of have to choose which deck it is. It's not both a modern deck and an EDH deck. Although Cloud Post is not legal in modern, neither is Dark Depths. So take that as you will. Alright. Keep Volko. Another blue-white deck. That's fine. I don't care. I think... Well, it depends on what opponent's hand is, but I think I would take Pyromancer, probably. Yeah, 4C control. If they take Pyromancer, what are we gonna do? Interesting. Didn't expect that. Well, that's pretty good. I'm gonna get a volcanic and cycle both of my probes, probably. Obviously, it depends on what I draw off the first probe. Looks like Esper's Deathblade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I should burn another one, I think. Alright, your turn. I mean, I think it's Esper Deathblade, but it's obviously tough to tell. Good thought seizes for our opponent. I think these thought seizes are actually going to cause our opponent to die before they do anything real. Yeah, probe was a design mistake. I agree with that. Jarvis fan. I see. Thank you for the follow, Jarvis fan. Chuckling a little bit at that, obviously. Let's see. So they played Tundra. Wow, and they have Brainstorm Ponder. I think I'm going to kill their white source and just play both my creatures. There's like a very small amount of merit to not playing the Delver, but I think it's probably wrong. A Phyrexian Mana Stifle? That sounds like a huge mistake, Aaron. Yo, thanks for follow Kramer Control. So we have them on a pretty fast clock. Take your time not being serious. Never heard of him. Stern but fair. Wait, did they forget to play their Wasteland? We saw Wasteland off the probe, right? Don't reveal. That's fine. Let's see. I see. Opponent seems to have died. Nah, I didn't want to slam that one. I don't think it increases the clock, which is the reason not to slam it. Okay, so... suspect Force might actually be bad in this matchup. Also, I didn't Cabal Therapies because I think my opponent is Stoneblade, but it's hard to tell, like, for sure. This is good versus Lingering Souls if they play it. don't think I really want much else. Like, I don't like this card versus discard decks, really. That's the other reason I don't like Force. It's just, like, not great when they're trying to cast discard. I do side. I think Wasteland seems really good versus something we're going to keep, but I could see Mulligan too. A lot of the time I do side out Forces for Therapy depending on the matchup, but sometimes I have both in my deck. Like, say, for example, a combo deck you want both in your deck for. But this is a matchup I think it's going to turn into a grind at some point. And if they actually have Stoneforge Mystic in their deck, then Therapy is actually good. Because you can just get their equipment that they tutor for. Alright. That was a good draw. In that it was any spell, really. It's a lot of wastelands. Good night. Hope you have a pleasant sleep. I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't gotten any questions. Ooh, I haven't seen that card in a while. I haven't gotten any questions about lands from the SCG. That's fine. I don't understand what's going on here. I'm gonna... I'll probe first to decide. Yes, the classic. Brainstorm, Souls, Tundra, Sea, Persecution. Surgical on my Underground Sea there? Yeah, I mean, that's possible. I'm gonna daze this because it's actually gonna be kind of annoying and I need to force through some small amount of damage. And also the daze is just gonna go dead very quickly. Do I want to draw Death Right? Probably. I don't even think wasting the Tundra is actually good. Lingering Souls is not actually a legacy card. It used to be a long time ago when it was mostly fair decks, but this card's just too slow versus most stuff, frankly speaking. I'm actually going to brainstorm and probably play the Death Right. I mean, that is true. It technically, Aaron is correct. Lingering Souls has one 2 Legacy Grand Prix, but that was a long time ago. Because we played against 2 fringe decks, Canister. Like, this deck has been outdated forever. And the deck before, I mean, obviously it beat us, but I don't think it's actually a real deck. That's my opinion. Anyways. That fetch was a pretty good draw. So, Brainstorm. The sea is... Underground Sea is probably going. Lost a match of the Grixis Mirror round 1. That's good. And I've lost to like Abzan Cloud Post stuff. I don't really know how to describe it. I think I'm just gonna say go. I think the probe will be valuable if I draw another Pyromancer. I can wait a turn or 2. Well, Mana Tithe is in Modern, so that's a ridiculous statement, I think. I'll tap that. So I was thinking about whether I would draw a Forked Bolt or not, but whatever. We'll probe because I want to draw the fetch and leave up the Deathrite activation as well. So they have Deathrite in their deck. You can tell by the chop. So it is Esper Deathblade. They basically reprinted Force Spike. Are you talking about Censor? Censor is not really the same as Force Spike. So they drew Ponder, so their hands Persecution, Drop Foul. Anyways, I wanted to use all my stuff there. I think it was just a good time to use it. Okay, I don't care about that. Well, yet. Wasteland. Oh, I could have done that. I suppose I could have done that instead. So I can force the trade and hope that this is good enough to beat them with. I'll go after the cantrip. Probably shouldn't have played the land first, but this forces the trade, so or I guess it doesn't actually. Things I have to attack regardless, so I thought they would double block, but then I realized this doesn't make any sense for them to double block. All right. I need to cantrip into bolt. Yeah, if I had waste, I could have held priority to. All right. Well, let's find a bolt. I don't think the death rate does it anymore, so I need to fetch and hope to hit blind off of it, essentially. That's not that many basics. I'm basically dead if they connect anyways, so. Alright, the GTA is going to win the game. It sucks. I suppose now that we've actually confirmed that they have equipment. Maybe not. I could marsh them actually, which might actually be good. What's all I want to take out? You would 100% a grudge? Okay. I might just take out. I don't like needle here. I think Daze is good, especially on the play, because they have a lot of 3 and 4 drops. Yeah, they could also have Jace as well. We're playing against Esper Deathblade, Goblin Wacky 1. I'm not cutting Wasteland versus the 4-color Deathrite deck. So the question is, do I want to fight their hand or do I want to fight them on board? I suppose is the actual question. Oh. I'll only put one Martian. Cut a bolt and cut a therapy. Alright, this is fine. Yeah, I don't think Power Blast is that good. If you looked at how Game 2 played out, they didn't actually play many blue spells. I cut a single Lightning Bolt, a single Therapy, and something else. I don't remember what right now. That's nice. That's exactly what I want. Yeah, I generally don't respond to the Moto chat. I don't think it's terribly helpful or desirable most of the time. I don't see the reason to shake hands in the middle of a game. Drink some water, man. I'm gassing out. Am I gassing out? Okay. So I can flip this over during my upkeep and still get a shuffle. So I think it's worth it here. Oh, interesting. I did not really expect Spell Pierce right there, but whatever. Report opponent for harassment. I'm not going to do that. See, Wasteland would be so good here. They want me on tap with that? That's weird. It's going to cost them 2 life for that. Just going to probe. If I hit Wasteland or Cantrip or anything like that, I think the game immediately ends. So they just forgot to play their land. It's interesting. Strix, Jace, Verdict, Swamp, Persecution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I draw Angler, play it. So I attack for 3. Next turn I'll attack for 8 and bolt for lethal. Opponent probably just misclicked for what it's worth. What's up, Ved? We're about to finish this league and go 3-2. No, it's Esper Deathblade. I mean, it's Esper Splash Deathrite Activation is the correct way of putting it. I'm just going to cycle the probe and look for a red source. Green Esper. Yes, that's the correct way of putting it. Tower Magistrate, another. I think this is so unlikely to matter. Well, they're going to play the plains, verdict me, and then I'm going to bolt them. They have to tap the drop for... Tower used to be played versus Batterskull. Alright, we 3-2'd with Grixis. Wasn't the best showing. Legacy used to look a lot different a few years ago. There used to be a lot of Stoneforge decks that were good. Then the problem is the format got faster, and Culligan's Command is sometimes played. And just like, Batterskull honestly is not that strong anymore. Like, where's our chart, of course? I'm not playing that today. I don't think I'll ever play that again. In fact, did I delete that deck already? I did. Thank you. Because Chart of Course is just not good in Modern, which makes me sad. Yeah, Stoneforge used to be an excellent card. The mono white deck plays Stoneforge just because its creatures are really not very good. And still over Canadian. Yes. Well, it's not even that. Guai and Marrow. Like, before Miracles is when Stoneforge decks were really good, in my opinion. Miracles sort of pushed that deck out as well because it was just oppressively good. In any case, I think I'm going to go rest and find someone else to pawn all of y'all. Bant Deathblade? This deck is old, but sure. Ancient Stirrings is probably worse than Gamble for what it's worth. So I don't want to do that, really. It's also probably not... I mean, like... So the card you can get off of Stirrings that you can't get off of Sylvan Scrying is Mox Diamond. But also the deck is so tight that I think Stirrings is not great. So, like, just think about Gamble versus Stirrings. And crop... I mean, like... Stirrings versus crop rotation, I think, is also a fair point. But generally, crop rotation is good because it's an instant for what it's worth. And you can also just crop rotate when your opponent is targeting your land with Wasteland. So I don't think Stirrings is great. I do think it might be good in like Eldrazi Cloud Post or whatever, but you would have to build your deck to account for it. I mean, I read that article too. Well, yes, Exploration is really good. Loam's good. And Punching Fire's good. Like, the fact that Gamble works well with graveyard active cards is good. Best modern deck. I don't know how to answer that, really. Well, that's the other thing. The lands deck is so tight as it is. I would like to have more colored mana sources in it, but you can't fit them in. TNN naming you. That's a good joke. Yeah, it doesn't play Ponder. Yo, thanks for follow with that funny username. Hollow One? I mean, I think Hollow One is good. I mean, it's like a lucky deck in some ways. Tabernacle is up to 2,000. Goblin Lucky. It really pains me when people play 61. or more, and they use weird reasons to justify it, I would prefer not to do that, especially in a deck where like exploration and mox diamond are so important to have in your opening hand. I think that's just a terrible idea. Okay, so the reason certain people play Emrakul and lands is to gamble for versus sneak and show. I don't think that's a good plan either. No, it's not for the shuffle effect, AK Cracker. It's certainly not for that. That's like actively bad with your plan. $1.6K? I mean, I can answer most. Oh yeah, Painter Stone used to be another reason to play Emrakul. Yes, I haven't seen that deck in forever, so I don't think that's like a legitimate reason anymore. Here's a list you brewed up. I mean, this is certainly a deck full of lands and things. Ulamog the Infinite Gyre, because it's a weaker card than Emrakul to put in off show and tell. Yo, thanks for follow Asa Snyder 1986 and Deemer. I can answer more questions before I leave, actually, if anyone wants to ask questions. Was this the version I played? Let's see, here's... What was the last card? Second Tranquil Thicket. Alright. So, Kurt Spies is a guy from Baltimore who originally invented this version of the deck, and he won an SCG Open in 2013. I don't know. I looked at Arena and I couldn't play Modern or Legacy on it, so I wasn't really interested. Yo, thanks for follow Oppenheimer Dinger. Yes, confusion in the ranks. Well, the Cheese Sand Zone is not legal, but Baron Glory is. What is it like to be the worst player on a constructed team? That's a good question. I play 2 of each with regards to Ghost Quarter versus Rashadenport. Modern deck I'm playing now. I played a bunch of Storm. Played a little bit of Lantern. I wasn't particularly good with Lantern, I think, so... Played a bunch of Hollow One and Red Green Eldrazi as well. Basically, I guess I played a bunch of everything, really, so, you know. If I had to go to a GP and wanted to win, I think I would register... What do I register? The best deck I've liked is an easier question. The best deck I've ever liked is Lands for that Grand Prix, where no one knew... Well, I mean, people knew it existed, but... I think the best Modern deck... Well, the deck I would register in Modern right now is probably Storm or Ironworks. But obviously, those decks are exploitable in certain ways. Every modern deck has like an exploitable hole, I think. So it's not that easy to just, um, pick a deck. Yeah. Humans is pretty good versus both of those in game one. I mean, you can adjust your deck to be better in those matchups, but you know, like you can play a main deck Bolton and Storm. You can play a main deck Empty and Storm, and sort of get around it that way. I mean, obviously, it's not. Splitting Thorn and Sphere is better versus specifically Cabal Therapy. That is true. It's not unreasonable to play one of each, or one Thorn, or two and two if you want. In fact, like, that might actually make sense with trackers, because Thorn Tracker is a curve. I've never thought about it until now, I think, is the actual answer. So I might reconsider it. The thing about humans is that it's a deck that looks pretty exploitable on paper, and then you realize like half of its creatures just can come out of nowhere because of Aether Vial. Alright, in any case, I think I'm going to... Let's see. Is there anyone good streaming? Nah, I think I'm just gonna head out now. But thanks for everyone watching. Be back on Thursday to probably play some Modern. Yes, that chess count. That was not intentional.